Hi, I'm Alissa,
I'm Marj. Hi.
and welcome to the MediterrAsian podcast.
Yes, so for today, we are here to introduce ourselves to you guys. We would like to share a little bit of ourselves and a little bit of background as to who we are and what are we doing here. But first and foremost, we wanted to commemorate this first episode via taking a photograph of ourselves, of course. So yeah, let's take a photo. So, as I said earlier, we are here because we wanted to share a little bits and pieces of who we are and how we get here. So, I would like to give the floor to Alissa. She would like to introduce herself.
Perfect, thanks. Well, I'm Alissa, I'm Italian, and I come from a small village by Lago Maggiore, which is in the north of Italy. The place is very nice because in summer you can go to the beach, go sunbathing, take a swim, and in winter, with an hour with the car, you are in the mountain and you can go skiing, hiking. So best of both worlds, I would say. I come from a regular family, but I would not lie because there's always a bit of temperament as well. So as many other Italian families, I would say. And small family, I have just a younger sister. But it was a happy childhood, always surrounded by friends. A bit about my teenage year, I think what I can say about that is that I always had good grades at school. I was, and I'm still am, a bit of a perfectionist. I always, and I tend to follow the rules, but especially my teenage years, I tried always to bend them where possible. So sorry, mom and dad, for that. About hobbies, I danced hip hop for 11 years. So that was my passion. I really loved that since I was 7 until I went to university. The distance, because I did university in Milano. That was not possible anymore. So that's when I stopped. And I also developed a passion for photography. And that is something that I did abandon for a while, but I picked up again this hobby lately. So very curious how this will develop. I always, when I was younger, I think you always watch things on TV, yeah. And I was very fascinated by people talking in English, so English series, songs, and so on. So I always dreamt of speaking English more, or being very fluent, and hopefully I am now. Being very fluent, I always dreamt or wished to live in the US for some reason. Well, now I live abroad in the Netherlands. It's not the US, but here English is a second language, and I use it on a daily basis, much more than I would do in Italy. So I'm very happy of that. And the Netherlands, because back then during university, a friend of me had a Dutch boyfriend, and via him I also started a long distance relationship, and eventually in 2017 I moved there. But before diving deeper into that, Marj, tell us a bit more about you.
So I'm Marj. Hi, I am a Filipina. I am from Taytay, Rizal in the Philippines. It's a little bit close to Manila. Depends on the traffic, really. Growing up, I had a pretty good life. Pretty normal family as well. Both my parents, they both worked. I also have 3 older siblings. In school and in neighborhood, as I was growing up, I've always been surrounded with friends and with people. I've always been part of the group. That's just how I'm used to. I will be honest, I didn't really take life too seriously, because maybe it's because of, again, the people that I'm surrounded with or the culture. But to me, I'm taking every step of the way just a little bit too chill, on the chill side. Also, maybe it's just a part of growing up, being a teenager. This kind of chillness, I actually eventually brought it to my university, to school and everything. Yeah, I didn't take school or studying too hard, or I wasn't too harsh on myself, at least. I'm very surprised as well as to how I got through university, college, and all high school, everything, with not much stress and with no failing grades. So I would like to thank my parents for that. For sure, it came from them. Now, I really consider myself a multi-passionate person. So I really like to keep myself busy. I like just to do random things. I mainly like to challenge myself when it comes to creativity. I wanted to see my limit by using different forms of art. Photography, painting, baking is also a form of art for me. Out of all the hobbies, extracurricular things that I've been doing so far, right now I am very into and I really wanted to learn more about content creation because I'm really interested with the production side, the behind the scenes, like how does all the magic happens. Now, as Alissa have touched base a little bit, we live in the Netherlands. For me, it's been 3.5 years. I live with my longtime boyfriend, still doing multiple things outside of work, including exactly this one. But yeah, I would like to touch base on our Netherlands journey. So, Ali, can you share how did you get here? What are we doing here?
As I mentioned, 2017, that's the year I moved to the Netherlands. I moved back then in August because I was about to start my master study in Tilburg at the university. Actually, it was a pre-master and master, so a couple of years of study. A little bit before I moved, I finished my bachelor study in Italy. So I was studying in Milano. At the time, I have to say that after 3 years of bachelor, I was done. I lost my passion for study. I have to say that in Italy, at the time, was still very much book-based. The learnings, the study. I had the opportunity to come to an open day here in the Netherlands to this university. Actually, I just went to one. And that was the one because that day sparked again the joy in me to really study and to continue in this journey, because that's also something that was very important for my family. So I was happy to experience that, and that gave me the feeling of continue and going on with the 5-year study journey that usually you have in Italy if you go to university, so 3 + 2 years. I applied and I got accepted. So then what I did was packing my bags and just taking a plane and come to the Netherlands and start my journey here. Since then, it has been now a journey of 8 years in the Netherlands. Already, I have to say, like, time flies when you're having fun, I guess. And I cannot imagine that it's already so long ago that I was living in Italy with my family. Mm-hmm. Of course, I go back every now and then. Yeah. It's very with an hour flight. You are back home, so that's
an hour flight. Oh my God, yeah.
Much different, I guess, than you. And I have to say that since then, when I moved to the Netherlands, I really took day by day this experience. And that's still what I'm doing now, because you never know where life brings you. And that's really how I approach this experience. And so far it's been 8 years, and happy that I'm still here.
So to me, it's quite easy and complicated at the same time. For me, it's easy because the reason that I'm here is because of my boyfriend. So actually, a little bit of background about it is, growing up, my mom worked abroad for many years. I think maybe 20 years or maybe more. And my sister as well. So there's always a part of me that knew that eventually I will also work and live abroad. So there's always a part of me that's just looking forward to that. And I think that also shows with my teenager years that I'm super chill, because I think in the back of my mind, I knew that there's always something out there outside of the country for me.
That the future could bring that.
Yes. Yeah. So I think I was taking the teenage years a little bit too chill, because I'm like, oh, whatever happens, my mom and my sister, living proof that there's life outside of the Philippines. So of course it just makes more sense if I go to the country where they live and they were working. So my mom at that time was working in Dubai, and my sister is in Canada. So I have 2 options to which country do I want to go to. But then
Something happened.
I met Casey, my boyfriend, 2016 actually. So we met online through 9gag. So for anyone who doesn't know what 9gag is, it's a meme application on your phone. But during that time, 2016, it doesn't have an app yet. So it's actually a web page, just a random web page. My brother actually suggested that to me. So I was just bored, and I met Casey there on a public post. We started commenting on something, and then eventually We started talking to each other privately, and then there's a friendship for sure. So we built a friendship for 2 years, talking to this stranger online.
2 years.
2 years, yeah. No romantic or whatsoever. I think eventually, at some point, we started questioning ourselves, like, you talk so much with a stranger for 2 years every day. There's gotta be something there. And
Yeah, what is it?
yeah, like what
You know?
is it? Like what's making you keep on talking to this person? So eventually we decided, you know what? Let's meet. No expectations. Let's just see how it goes. We're friends. We consider ourselves friends at that time. So we met. I think it went well because right now, here I am.
I think so.
Yeah. Here I am. We've been together for 7 years, and half of that is long distance relationship because of so many factors that I think we will for sure talk about moving forward. But yeah, I've been living in the Netherlands for the past 3.5 years. We've been living together. It's a bit, not a bit, but it's very risky for both of us, trying to meet someone you don't know the background or whatsoever. But I think both of us just, you know what, let's take the leap. Let's just see how it goes. Yeah. Now we're sitting here in front of you, in front of the camera, in front of each other. I would like to ask you if you remember, how did we actually meet? How did we actually meet each other?
I think I do.
Yeah, okay.
We did meet via that famous Dutch boyfriend of my friend.
Yeah.
They are not in a relationship anymore, but he started a relationship with Marj, and that's how we ended up here. So he started a relationship with Marj. She was coming to the Netherlands a few times before, or she came to the Netherlands a few times before officially moving here. And I still remember that last time that she was here before going back to the Philippines, prepare all the documentation to move and then move here. So that was, I feel like it was yesterday, and it's been quite a few years now. So unbelievable how time flies. And initially we were not so close. I think we saw each other just a few times, and with the years we started getting to know each other better, and we also found out that we have more things in common. We have some sort of passion or fire inside of us that really bring us close, and our relationship and friendship really developed slowly into what it is today, and then today sitting here and starting with this journey, with this project. So very exciting. But do you have more to say about how we met?
To be honest, it's a lot. I see it a lot different in a sense that I don't remember the exact moment when I came to the Netherlands the first time. That's 2019 as a visitor. So I have been meeting a lot of people, friends of Casey, all the people around him. Of course, one of those people is Alissa. So that's where I met her. There's only 4 times that I can actually remember that we hang out or we spend our time.
4.
Only 4. Only
Okay.
4 that I can remember that we are still not yet close. We don't have this kind of friendship yet. So I think there's a lot of maybe awkwardness at that time. Also, there's a lot of like, hot and cold moments. But I remember only 4 situations that we hang out, and you let me know if you remember them.
Okay,
So,
let's see.
first is 2019, November, we went to see Glow. So Glow is a light festival in Eindhoven, and it happens always during November, around November time. So that's first one.
Okay,
So
because
that's
2019, that's
Yes.
the photo you show me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, you were so young.
I was so
Is
it
it?
was so different. Also, I need to check the date of the photo because I don't remember it at all. And it's so funny because it's the only photo I have of that night. And Glow usually takes hours. So I don't remember.
Not with the boyfriend, but with
Yeah,
me,
okay.
of course.
But anyway, so that's the first one. So the second one is the time where you went to our place in Warande. And it's the first time that I tried Grisby. Oh, Grisby is an Italian treat, Italian biscuit. I think she
Italian
could,
biscuit.
she could describe it better than I do. But when I first tried it, because she brought it from home, and I'm like, oh, what is this thing? But of course, I didn't tell her that because again, we're not super close.
The most delicious biscuit ever. I mean,
Yeah.
with the chocolate hearts.
Yeah,
That was
It-
just
it's
delicious.
it's a cookies and it's chocolate filled, but Yeah. Anyway, that was the second time.
But I remember then if that is the same time, then I tried also Filipino lumpias or
Yeah.
something
I,
like
I
that.
think,
They
yeah,
were
I think so
delicious,
too.
guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, that's the second one. The third one is a time where I went to your place and then you prepared dinner for us. You made dinner, and I remember it distinctively. You made pumpkin lasagna. I remember it so much because I have never had pumpkin before. I think we have squash in the Philippines, but not pumpkin. So I remember distinctively that it's just so specific because she was also rambling about what type of cheese she's making, she used it with, and she's just being very Italian in a sense. So she knows her cheese, she knows her pasta. So so
That's where you found out, okay, she's really Italian.
yeah,
Okay.
really Italian. She can talk about for hours about this cheese and pasta. Yeah. So that's the third one. And then the last one I can remember is the one where we went to one of Casey's friends' place to celebrate his birthday because our place was too small at that time, I remember. And yeah, we also went there just to hang out, even though most of the people around us, I think for you and I, we're not also very close with them. So I think that's the time where we actually, I don't know, started talking to each other. But those are only four moments that I can remember that, okay, I'm not sure if she's a friend of mine yet, but we're hanging out. That kind of
There's some sort
moment.
of vibes going on.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. But
I
we're not
think,
sure yet.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that time is actually, you just got this camera. And we even took a photo.
Yes,
That's-
exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that's, it feels like yesterday.
Yeah, because and that photo is actually displayed in one of my walls here in the house. Also where I think we started hanging out more often, just the two of us. And that's where we realized that, oh, actually, we're kind of similar. And also our differences kind of complements each other in a way. So we realized we have shared interest about so many things. I think we started talking about careers. That's the initial topic that we kind of were passionate about. There's certain topics in our careers that we would like to discuss. How about you? How about me? This is how it's going in my current position and all of that. And I think it started there that we kind of realized, oh, this person is also a very career oriented person and always wanting to do more and be more. We noticed that we kind of crave for that kind of feeling.
And I think also in those moments, we notice as well that we could spar with each other. So
Yeah,
we could
that's
bring
true.
in a different perspective into the conversation, which was sometimes not everybody likes to do that or
Yeah,
is really interested.
that's
So-
true. But also it comes from different perspective. Like we are from what we do professionally in our careers, we are from different industry, and then a big chunk of that is from our culture as well. So we kind of like, oh, this is how it goes in the Philippines. Oh, this is how it goes in Italy. So it's a lot
And
of
yet we are in the Netherlands, so that's
yes,
three
triple.
perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. And then she is also longer in the Netherlands than I am. So there's a lot of things that also we're kind of teaching each other that without even knowing and realizing it, that, oh, you're sharing your interest. And to me, it's very interesting. It's very informative in a sense. But yeah, we realize we've got a lot of things that we really like together.
And this is a bit on the deeper level, but at the same time, we found out that we have
we can also be
share
fun. We can
Yes,
also be fun, believe it or not. But we also like fun things.
like wine.
Yes.
We just recently did a course.
Yeah, yeah.
For basic course for
Yeah,
wine,
basic course for wine.
knowledge.
Yes, yeah.
And cheese. We love cheese.
Yeah, so wine, cheese, perfect.
And we also recently, it's almost 1 year now that
Yeah.
we started Pilates.
Yeah, yeah.
Together.
Yeah. Also, I think the biggest thing is that I myself has never been into fitness, and the fact being that we kind of had the same interest in Pilates just makes me more, you know what? I think I'm gonna take care of myself more because seeing Alissa, how she takes care of herself, and then we have this kind of bond, and I wanna keep that. And going to Pilates with her is just like life-changing in a sense because, oh, I go to Pilates now. For all my friends out there, I never work out, but now I do because of her.
That was also from ourselves to really explore something new, something together, and that's how it came to be. And that's not the only thing. I think with many things, what brings us very close, it's also the fact that we are hungry for more.
Yeah,
one
we
way or
are
another.
Yeah, we are also both very restless people. We always like jump from one thing to another because the feeling of not doing something, it's such a negative feeling for us. For us, it's an opportunity to always discover something. Like when one door is a little bit close,
Then
we're not gonna wait for it.
Yeah. Jump right in. Just open it.
Yeah. Exactly. I think it's just very nice to get to know a person, and to me, I'm very lucky to have find a person like her that I'm like, oh, it's kind of mirroring myself in many ways, but also showing different perspective that I've never seen before. In many ways. So I think, so for us, or at least for me, she brings out a side of me that I've never seen before, and I'm very, very thankful and grateful for that. Especially, we're kind of growing up together in some sense because living in a new country, being 30s, so all of that.
Yes.
So, but yeah, we can talk about these things
for
long, very long.
Yeah, for now, thank you guys for being here. I think we are gonna dive deeper into these topics.
Yes, for sure.
Definitely in the next episode.
Yeah.
But thank you for being here with us today, for listening to our
but
first
we need to
podcast.
check our photo actually.
Yes,
so before we do anything.
Spannend.
We have a little bit of, how do you call it, photo board that we have here, and every episode hopefully we start it by doing a photo to commemorate each episode,
and we're gonna fill it in.
We're gonna fill it in. Hopefully it's gonna be full, and then another one, and then another one. So that's the idea. And again, we would like to thank you again for listening, for watching, whatever platform you guys are listening to us. Thank you so much for being here, and
see you next time.
Bye.